What's up, y'all? I'm out here on the job, clipping Lou, the hardest working man on YouTube, and hardcore casuals. We back in this motherfucker. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We got some news updating the deal with DAZA and Deontay Wilder, and I'm just gonna read it to y'all, cause y'all know how I do it. I like to give it to y'all. I like to give y'all the facts, and then I'll give y'all my opinion afterwards. So this is what it is. It's a 2-fight deal, and it says okay, $50 million 2-fight deal would lead into but not include an undisputed unification with Anthony Joshua. WBN is currently reporting that WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder has been offered $50 million for a 2-fight deal on DAZA. Excuse me, y'all. Wilder was known to be meeting with DAZA representative this week, and with this supposed offer, Wilder would be set to earn $25 million apiece for 2 fights that would eventually lead into an undisputed heavyweight title unification against Anthony Joshua should Wilder win in both outings. Wilder would be able to negotiate a better deal for the Joshua fight separately. I'm scrolling it up, y'all, so give me a minute. Alright. Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn has told Sky Sports that he wouldn't play much of a role in the DAZA talks with Wilder, considering that acrimony between Wilder co-manager Shirley Finkel and himself. The two have gone back and forth with one another in media over the last year, which hasn't proved to be productive in making the fight that everyone wants to see happen. I'm scrolling up again. If the offer proves to be legit, it could be a hard to turn down. If the offer proves to be legit, it could be a hard one to turn down. Earning $25 million for 2 fights is currently nothing to sneeze at, particularly with the potential to earn much more for a fight against Joshua. That said, Wilder might not be interested in making a 2-fight commitment to DAZA, as that would seemingly push any potential fight with Joshua into 2020. WBN mentioned that opponents for Wilder's 2-fight offer would include his mandatory against Dominic Brazil with Al Heyman's blessings, Dillian White, Vladimir Klitschko, who is still retired last time I checked, or Alexander Usyk, who has been eyeing to move to heavyweight. Alright, so what does this mean? This mean they goddamn want the WBC belt, man. That's what DAZA is doing. They coming after that belt. They're going to give him the man. That's some stiff competition in that second fight. I don't think Wilder can beat any one of them guys, even Usyk. I just don't see it happening, man. The easiest one would be Usyk. I'm telling y'all, that left hand, that short, hard, that shit's like a little fucking 4-pound sledgehammer that he motherfucking bangs. That motherfucker got that left rock goddamn Joshua. That left drops Cesaro. Man, then you got Vladimir Klitschko. He ducked Klitschko already in his 30-second fight, and if it's the Klitschko that Joshua fought or anywhere near that, Wilder's not gonna make it 7 rounds with that Klitschko. Oh man, I mean, there's some money in that fight, but I can understand why. When I first read the title, I was like, why the fuck wouldn't this be tied directly to a unification with Joshua? Now I understand why, because he might not make it through. But if he do make it through both of those fights, you gotta give him credit, man. If Wilder makes it through those two fights, you know, we gotta give a little more credit to the guy. Like, even with that ugly ass style, I think if he beats a Dylan White, if he beats a Vladimir Klitschko, if he beats Usyk, I mean, you gotta look at the real possibility that he can become undisputed champion of the world. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if he do make it through that competition, it's gonna be a motherfucker. Something that's been bothering me, or not bothering me, something that I've been wondering about is Tyson Fury, because of the Deontay Wilder conversation started. We hadn't heard much as far as Fury. I mean, he's been out there talking, pushing that lineal title, but I don't think too many people have been really paying attention. And what you doing, girl? And yeah, so like I'm curious to see who's he gonna fight. Cause Top Rank in ESPN, as far as I know, they don't really have too many heavyweights now. I don't think there'll be any problem with them doing deals back and forth with the zone, but and other outfits. But you know, as far as the PBC concerned, I definitely don't see them being able to make any fights with their fighters. Or y'all trying to find my other phone. And Bob Arum actually read an article yesterday where Bob Arum was saying that he think the fight would be easier to make. I don't know, man. I don't see how. I'm talking about the rematch with Wilder would be easier to make. I just don't see how. When I think Wilder's really upset about that rematch not happening, and I think he is probably gonna go to the zone just to stick it to Tyson Fury, because you know a $50 million 2-fight deal is better than a 5-fight $100 million deal. You know, because you're talking about with Tyson's deal, it's $100 million, $20 million a fight. You know, Wilder's looking at $25 million. So that boosts that just increased the amount that he would probably make if his best that he could do against Dominic Breazeale. Let's say he did get 12 million. Okay, they're going to double that at the zone, and that's making the 12. That would be, and to get the 12 million, they had to make it a pay-per-view, and it would have to be a successful pay-per-view. Okay, or it's going to be at a loss. So that's a lot of ifs, you know, for $12 million when you got a guaranteed 25 right here with the zone. And if Wilder signs to the zone, what is that going? Is the cracks going to start forming in the PBC with the PBC fighters? Now, I did a video showing the PBC is a basically, they're like a fucking television outlet. They provide content. They provide boxing content for Fox Sports, Fox supporters, and Showtime. That's what they do. That's what they're about. So how can they be out for the best interest of the fighter if their job is to provide content for goddamn for these networks, man? And I don't know what deals these guys are doing, man, but they need to fucking smarten up, man. So, yeah, that's going to be a fucking hard road to hoe if if Deontay Wilder take this 2-fight deal. That's going to be a tough one, man. And one more thing. We got Mikey Garcia, ERROL Spence Jr., coming up Saturday, and I'm finally going to tell y'all my pick is Mikey Garcia is going to win that fight by decision. Spence is very powerful, very talented fighter, but once again, man, you know, I feel like, you know, the PBC just does not serve these guys well. Who has Spence fight? You know, that's like in competitive fights. I'm talking about the Crawford fight would have been a great fight for Spence, easy to make. He didn't take that fight. You know, Mikey comes up from 135 to challenge him, and he takes it. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is going to be a cherry pick gone wrong. Just like for Tyson Fury, I just don't see how there's any upside even if Spence wins. Mikey Garcia is a 4-division champion, four weight classes. He's done this before. Now this is going up a lot. He's going up 12 pounds. His last fight was at 135. He's going up 12. But I always I always go for skill. You know, I always go for skill. His boxing IQ, I think he's going to figure this shit out. I think he's going to be able to go in there and he's going to be able to avoid a lot of the hard shots that Spence is going to be throwing. I think he's going to be able to, you know, to just outthink him and outskill him in the match. You know, I don't think, in this situation, I really don't think weight's going to be much of a problem. And I'm not going, like, I'm with my man CBT. Shout out to my man CBT, Casual Boxing Talk. Like he said, Mikey's the one going up. It ain't like Spencer's coming down. Mikey's going up, so this is Mikey's choice. I still don't think, I think ERROL Spence should have said, you know what, Mikey, I give you that work, but I'm going to go out to my boy Crawford first. And then, you know, you go ahead and get you a tough, you know, get you a fight at 147, whatever, you know, and I'll get back to you. Or you can get the winner of me and Crawford, you know what I'm saying? But that's, I don't know, that's just the fight I would have made first. It just seemed like it's a bit like a cherry pick to me to go for Mikey Garcia. Even though, and that's no disrespect to Garcia, because he's no cherry pick by no means. But that's just my pick, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going for. So I'm going for Garcia. Shout out to Wilder. I hope you take this contract. You probably ain't gonna make it out that second fight. You'll never see Undisputed, but you know, either do this or do a direct Undisputed fight. You know, either or, you're gonna get about the same, you know, same K. You probably come out a little bit. Well, you're gonna come out better with this deal for sure. You know, because if he, man, one more thing, man. Now think about this, y'all. If Wilder takes this 2-fight deal, right? And he goes in there and he beats Dillian White or Vladimir Klitschko or Usyk, sparks him out, dramatic fashion, a Wilder finish, a Deontay Wilder knockout for Dillian White, Vladimir Klitschko or Usyk. That shit gonna blow his profile up. And that's going to make that Joshua fight a motherfucking mega fight. I'm talking about a super mega fight, man. There's going to be so much goddamn money in that fight. And Wilder's confidence is going to be through the roof. Joshua's going to have to think about some things if that happened. And that is going to be, I'm going to have to think about some things. The whole boxing universe is going to have to think about some things if he made it through that. If he make it through this war that goddamn DAZA got lined up for him. If he make it through that, we all got some shit to think about going into that Joshua fight, man. And this is just real talk. Like I tell y'all, I'm not a fanboy. I'm going to call it like it is. I don't see it happening. I don't. I'm not saying that, but I got to be real and I got to look at all the possibilities. What's possible, what can happen. This is boxing, y'all. Any goddamn body can win. Ain't no guarantees in this shit. This is boxing. Shit, Wilder got just as much chance to win as any goddamn body else. Let's just keep it real. He sucks as a fighter. His technique ain't shit. He's a one fucking trick pony. But like I can't remember. Like Tony Bell, you said, it's a hell of a trick. And if you pull that shit off against some of the greatest motherfuckers in the boxing world today, and one of the greats of the past. Man, we gonna have to think about that shit and that motherfucking and how that fucking Undisputed fight might go down. But you know, I'm just talking, man. I'm just thinking about some shit. So yo, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hardcore Casuals. We're gonna drop some videos this weekend, y'all. I'm back to work, goddamn. You know, my schedule popped back up. I mean, we going full force now with springtime. The season done started, y'all. The hardest motherfucking working man on YouTube, goddamn. Shout out to the middle class. Shout out to all my people working hard out there, man, trying to bring it home to their family, man. One.